to our journey, y'all, where laughter and life both grow. Sunrise to sunset, hand in hand. Let's see where today will go. Stories and smiles on the homestead, where laughter and life both grow. Sunrise to sunset, hand in hand. Let's see where today will go. Stories and smiles, hearts on the homestead. Together we dream, together we stand. Family and fun in every moment. Come along, take our hand.
So, welcome back to the journey, folks. Hopefully you liked that new introductory song. And yeah, that's something I was actually tinkering around with over the weekend, Labor Day weekend. Hopefully everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. We had a lot of rain. As you can see, I've been kind of getting this packed in, leaving a little bit of ruts. We still have a little bit of standing water, so I do need to get the materials to be able to dig a ditch, fill it with rocks, fill it in with, because we want to do kind of like a French drainage type system, especially, you know, all down the side of the road, in between where the road and parking type areas are going to be. And then, but originally, like what I talked about was, you know, kind of having it go all the way here and then kind of go down and out that way. Well, if I'm going to do that, I would have to actually dig quite a bit, because where I'm standing is higher than what it is where I have that standing water. So obviously from this point, water starts shedding back down that way. But then from here, it also goes back towards the kind of like about the front of the house. So that's why we had like that little ditch going in front of the house. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'll still run line to here, you know, which I'm going to have to be careful because of the cable for our internet, right, which is fiber, and then run it back to there. But where I have that ditch going in front of the house, I'll dig that out and then actually put in the French drain, and then hopefully I'll be able to, like, I mean, obviously I'll cover all that back up. You won't be able to see it. And hopefully that will take care of a lot of our water issues. But that's not what I'm doing today. So I wanted to kind of come through and just show you what I've been working on, right? Obviously, I need to cut up a lot of this stuff so I can move it around a little easier. I have a stump here. Well, obviously I've been cleaning out the whole back, right? This, you know, just kind of taking out a lot of the stumps. I got that pile there. Just a lot of stuff, you know, kind of going through, getting it cleared out. All this dirt here, you know, it's going to be stuff that I'm using to kind of help level the land for the playhouse. But that stump needs to come out. And then I'm not too worried about those stumps just yet, right? I'll take care of that some other day. Well into the future. I mean, they're not even in the way. Even if I just wanted to leave them there, just let them rot away naturally. I'm not even too worried about that stump there, but you can just see, right? It's still really muddy up here, really muddy, really slippery with the tractor because it is kind of on a hill. I need to obviously get that tree out. Just start getting all that brush and everything cleared out. Not too worried about that stump right now per se, but because right about in this area right here is actually where I want to put the big shed. Okay, so how I was kind of digging that area out, just kind of extending that whole ridge line. I still need to do that. Obviously, that tree there needs to come out. That stump needs to come out. That cedar stump. And then I have another stump right here. So I have this stump. Kind of hard to see, but it's pretty decent size. Right? That was a post oak, I do believe. Obviously, a lot of rocks, a lot of trash, right? I mean, just all the stuff that was here, right? All the, just like the little stumps, just little things like that I've been pulling out. You know, just try to get all this taken care of. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm almost at my 50-hour mark for the tractor. So I also need to go ahead and start ordering all that stuff, which I don't know what the guineas are going on about. Probably hear them in the background. But I do need to also get into town and get the stuff for the tractor, get all my filters and stuff like that ordered. That way I have them here for whenever that time comes. Because within the next couple times of using the tractor, I'm going to be at that mark. I do have some work that I also need to do for a couple other people. And yeah, I'm going to try to get that going too here fairly soon. Just some trenches and things like that. You know, just help out. And then obviously this coming weekend, we have a birthday party to go to. So yeah, it's been a busy, wet week thus far. So anyway, less talking. Let's get to work. Actually, before I get to work, inquiring minds want to know. We have 3 guineas. I only see 2. So I have a feeling, because they're at the age where they should be laying. And we still don't know 100%. Like, which one's the male, which one's the female. But I have a feeling over in this areas of this wood pile, like I said, I've seen, yeah, see, right in there. See, I knew that somebody was going in there. So I don't know if you can see her. She's pretty camouflaged. She's laying on eggs. So yeah, they're screaming at me. I guess we're gonna have new guineas. So that's cool. All right, let me get back to work, or let me go start work. How about that? So actually, I got glad that she's gonna go back to the house. She's still doing schoolwork. So, well, she came out, but we're gonna let them do their thing because obviously coming over here to show her. But you can see down in there, there's one egg. So that's it. one for now. But yeah, we'll let them do their thing. If it's a fertile egg, we don't know. But hey, they're there. They do not go into the coop at night. Neither do the turkeys. So we're just letting them do whatever they want to do, right? Naturally. So yeah, we always said we needed more guineas, so we're just going to continue to let them lay. If they want to go out there and be in that wood pile, that's fine. I'm not going to move that anytime soon. So, all right, now let's get some work started. So I already know this thing's gonna be heavy. It's still packed full of a lot of mud, obviously, because all this is very, very wet, right? It is broken loose. I don't know if you can see that in the time lapse, but it is broken loose whenever I was pushing it from the other side. I just need to be able to try to pull it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead. I do have a chain, and just see if I can't at least loop the chain around there, just to see if I can't get to pick up some, because this over here is just, everything's so wet, right? Everything over there is just so wet still. But let me see if I can't get this kind of moving. If I need to, you know, like Billy said, right? We do have those shirts coming. Well, Billy said to just make a ramp, right? So if I need to dig some of this out to have like a little ramp for that to be able to come out with, then that's fine. But that's what I'm gonna do. I already know this is probably gonna be too heavy for the weight limit of this, but if I can at least get it rolled out and get it pushed over here next to this other one, then at some point I'm just gonna connect to those, because I have more products coming for the tractor. Okay, look forward to that coming here very soon. I actually got two things coming. I'm gonna be doing a dedicated video for those in exchange for those products. I know you guys don't like watching dedicated videos, but hey, sometimes you got to do those things, right? So with that being said, I have stuff coming that's going to help me be able to move this stuff around a little gooder, even though I got to drag it, which is going to tear up my driveway again, but I'll fix it. All right, let's see if I can't get this thing out. there's that. Now I can go ahead and come over here, basically park here, and just try to get a lot of this mud and dirt and stuff out of here. Try to lighten the load some, and then we'll see about skidding it out. But I'm also going to go ahead and try to move some of this dirt and stuff back in here, kind of fill the hole back in. So to do that, obviously I'd have to go get the bucket put on, but yeah, I was leaving some pretty good ruts, some pretty good sized holes. So yeah, there's that. So that's one down. I think I'm just gonna, everything I just talked about, right, of doing all that, I'm gonna do later. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect. We're gonna get set up over here and then go ahead and start getting this one taken out just the same. So, all right, let's move over to the next area and then get you set up on time lapse. All right, so far we're making pretty good progress. So I felt my phone vibrating in my pocket, so I knew someone was calling me, but I think it was Gladys, because she actually poked her head around and said, hey, come eat. So I'm gonna take a quick break and go eat some lunch, and then we'll get back at it. So see you in a sec. All right, there we go, folks. So lunch break is done. So I was actually in there a little bit longer than I was expecting, because Gladys actually had to run in town to pay some bills and such. But back out here, and I'd actually made another cup of coffee. I always like having coffee, even in the afternoon. And then normally, you know, anytime after 3 o'clock, if we're going to do coffee still, then we just switch over to decaf, which the decaf that we have is actually an instant. It's an instant coffee, so still pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back over here onto Ginger. So if you guys did not catch us over on our side channel, yeah, the actual name of my redheaded mistress is Ginger. So I'm gonna be jumping back up on the Ginger and getting this stump out. And just know that those shirts will be coming to you. So I need to double check, because I know, I mean, obviously I had that set up for members only to vote for the name. And actively, we only have 3 members currently that are active. We've had more in the past, and they did not continue their subscription. And we do have 1 member that is at the Highland Heroes level. And Miss Kathy, if you're watching, I still need you to email me your information so I can get you your shirt, because you've been a member for longer than a year. And that is actually part of the perks of being a Highland Hero. So obviously for the lower, we do have an introductory, right? If it's less than a coffee, right? It's like 98 cents, 99 cents a month. So if you would like to be able to help out with that, then that's perfectly fine. But all the other stuff, we do have, and I'm squirreling. I actually see some mullein over there growing. It's starting to flower. So we'll have to come out here and pick some of those flowers, because you can do tinctures with that. And those flowers only last 1 day, so you got to pick them while they're there. Now, with, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, member stuff, right? So, Cluck Cluck Gang gets you the opportunity to watch all the videos that come out early. And then, because I really don't talk about this a whole lot here, but we enjoy, you know, our members, and we thank y'all. You know, it's greatly appreciated. And obviously, you have to have more than 8 for it to show up like on the homepage of our channel. right? That's why it doesn't show up, because we only have a couple, or a few, I guess. It's 3. So, but yeah, we'll get there one of these days. I don't know. No big deal. It's fine. Man, I tell you, this sucker, I don't know exactly what type of tree this was. Like I said, I'm pretty certain it was a type of oak. I mean, you kind of see the bark there. But holy smokes with the roots. So, I mean, obviously that one had a lot of roots. It's a big stump, right? But man, this one, whoo, boy, even though the size of this tree was only half the size of that other one, it has 5 times the amount of roots. So slowly going through and just trying to break them all, right? Because I don't think I got all the roots out of here. And then basically right there underneath where the bucket is, there's another one right there too. But I don't know if I mean, I might be able to get up in here, but this is going to be hard because this is steep. I know it's hard to tell on camera, but there's a really, so from that tree right there in front of me, that pine that has the barbed wires on it, the base of that tree is my eye level. So that's how much of an incline this is right here. So me trying to get the tractor up in here and backed in and all that safely without possibly tipping over. That's the hard part, right? So just coming in here, I don't know, I might have to back in, basically right here where I'm standing, and I might need to dig some of this dirt out, kind of like I was doing over there, just dig some of this dirt out, set it off to the side. That way I can try to, because if I can come back in here, at least back in here to the side, I can work the bucket to the side, right? It does a full 180 off to the side. So I might try to do that, see if I can't get over here and just get some of this dirt out of the way first. But man, this one's giving me a headache. So let me get situated, and then I'll bring it back. Well, actually I jumped inside quick, had to use the restroom. I was gonna get back out here to continue on this stump, and yeah, kiddo's already home. It's already in the later afternoon, almost getting to be dinner time, and I still need to get inside to edit. So normally, right, we're ahead enough schedule that I could be doing stuff and not need to worry about. Because I like to be able to have a video out, for our members at least 24 hours in advance. And this one's probably not going to happen, but at least not 24 hours. I will try to get it done tonight. And then normally by the time I'm done editing and get it all exported and all that stuff like that, then I have to upload it to YouTube's for y'all. Normally by the time all that's said and done, I'm probably not going to be able to actually upload it until the morning. So we'll see how it goes, because the fan on my laptop is just so loud that I don't like my laptop running whenever we're trying to sleep, because it's that loud. It'd keep us awake. So with that being said, this one's bested me for now. Like I said, until I can get this cleared out, get sitting over here with the tractor. That way I can come in at this angle, try to get that broken up, try to get that over there broken up, because obviously I can't sit over there, right? So I can only, it's either that side or this side, and this side is going to be the easier of the two, but I got to get this flattened out enough to where I can get up here and get it sit down. So that's it, folks. That's it for today. So yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of land clearing, getting all this stuff ready for the shed move. Right now, I still do not have a transit. Yes, I do know that other folks within the community have had one or have one, and I know I can go borrow one, right? If asked, I'm pretty sure they would let me borrow it, but I would like to own one. So right now, everything that I'm doing out here is just rough grading, right? Rough. Just by my eye of what I see, in comparison to other stuff. And there goes the guineas. They're back behind the house. Probably seen something. So with that being said, right, everything I'm doing right now is just rough grading. And then hopefully by next month, I'm going to look at getting transit. Because I think I had one saved in our Amazon wish list for later purchases, right? And then I'm going to get in there and get that ordered. That way I can get out here and start doing some final, right, grading. Because obviously this all has to get cleaned up. A lot of other stuff has to get cleaned up. We've got to bring in more materials. There's a lot of stuff, right? Obviously I was trying to get all of this done before winter time. But, well, I think I'll be able to get this stuff moved, start getting that broken up, and actually get some parking, right? Just at least try to get this cleared up some to where I can bring in more rocks. That way we can park here for the winter time, right? And then when people are bringing packages and stuff like that, they have a place to come in and turn around and leave. And yeah, just make it a little easier for everybody, right? So, plus I would like to be able to put down at least another layer of this rock too on the road. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? So if you'd like to continue on our journey that we call life, right, then go ahead and check out this video we have right here. Or the whole year's playlist is over on this side, continues to grow as the year progresses. And then the icons up at the top makes it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. We'd like to get there, that up to 1,000 subscribers this year. So go check it out. It's greatly appreciated. Just gives you behind the scenes type stuff. And then last but not least, get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.